Hey everyone, Clifton here with CliftonWP, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to build a WordPress website in 5 super simple, easy steps. By the time we're done with this tutorial, you'll know how to register a domain and sign up for web hosting. You know how to install WordPress, a content management system that's used by over 50% of websites on the internet today. You'll also know how to install a theme and also how to design that theme. And we'll also install some plugins so that we can have some functionality added to our website as well. And the best part of all this is you'll learn how to do all this without any programming or any coding whatsoever. So are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, so here's our really simple plan for us to be able to build out our website in 5 super simple, easy steps. The first step in this process is for us to purchase our domain and to sign up for web hosting so that our website can be live on the internet. The web hosting company that I recommend you get your domain and your web hosting from is called SiteGround. Now, SiteGround's been around for the last 15 years or maybe a little bit longer, and I've been using SiteGround for the last 9 years to host websites. They're a very reliable company. They have fast servers, excellent support, and they have all the tools that you need to build pretty much any kind of website that you want. To get to the SiteGround website, go to cliftonwp.com/host. This is our affiliate link that links to the pricing page for SiteGround, where you can see the 3 packages that they offer for people to be able to purchase hosting. You can get the Startup, the Grow Big, or the Go Geek. One of the distinctions I will make is that in the Startup option, which is the cheapest option at $4.99 a month, you will only be able to host one website here. I typically recommend people go with the Grow Big option because on the Grow Big option, you can actually get unlimited websites for just a few dollars more, get more space, and a whole host of other benefits as well. So if I were getting started afresh today, I would definitely be going with the Grow Big option because the Grow Big option offers me a lot of benefits. You can go with the Go Geek option and you get even more benefits there, such as more space. You still get unlimited websites, but there's also some client management tools here in case you're hosting websites for clients or you're building websites for other people as well. If that's the situation that you're in, then I definitely recommend that you get the Go Geek plan. So getting started is really easy. Just click on Get Plan. I'm going to select the Grow Big option. It will take you to the next page where you have an opportunity to register a new domain or use a domain that you already have. So in this case, I'm putting in that I want to register a new domain. Click on Proceed. And then on the next screen, it will give you the option to put in your account information, basically your email and the password that you'll need to be able to log into your account once it is set up. Then your own personal information, first name, last name, and address. Then your payment information using your credit card. And then here where it says purchase information, you can see the plan that you're getting. Here's the Grow Big. And then the period for me, it's 12 months. And then these extra services here where it says domain privacy and SG site scanner. So domain privacy is just a service that hides your personal details from third parties. That way people can't see that you own this domain, and that protects you from being contacted or spammed or for them reaching out to you. I typically don't select this because I don't really care who knows that I own a domain. And then the second option here, which is the SG site scanner. This is a monitoring service that checks your website daily and immediately notifies you if your website has been hacked or injected with malicious code. I also don't select this either because I know how to protect my website, and maybe in future tutorials we'll cover protecting your website. Actually fairly easy to do. So you can save yourself $12 and $19 respectively. Then the next thing you do is just confirm that you agree to the SiteGround terms of service. I also like to select I like to receive their news and any special offers, as they do offer special deals throughout the year that you can participate in. And once you're done selecting everything that you need, just go ahead and click on Pay Now, and SiteGround will begin the process of setting up your account. Once your account's all set up with SiteGround, go ahead and go to Login, where we're going to log into the account. So to do that, you can use your username or email that you created in the initial step. For me, I'm going to use my username and enter my password. This will then bring me to the dashboard for my SiteGround account, and this is where you can go ahead and access your domain, access your hosting, and start building out your website. So for me to be able to do that, I'm going to go to Services. Now I do have multiple accounts with SiteGround, and they're all hosted in one panel. So I'm going to go ahead and select the one that I set up for this specific account. So to do that, I'm going to click on Manage. And you can see here, so here for you, it would be your domain, and then any websites you've created will show up right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on Manage. And then this is the screen that you'll be seeing once you do that. Click on Site Tools. And now we're actually inside the dedicated control panel for this specific domain. The next step is for us to go ahead and install WordPress. So I'm going to go here, click on WordPress, click on Install and Manage. And then I'm going to select that I want WordPress. And then you have to select the correct domain. So I have a lot of domains that I can use, but I'm going to use one that I've set up for this tutorial. The language is going to be English. The installation path is going to be the main folder, right? So you can change this to a different folder, but it's going to be the main folder for this one. The username, I'm going to create a username for myself here. Add a password. Now this is the password for my WordPress install. And an email where I want this directed. And then you see here where it says install with WordPress starter. I'm going to deactivate that. I do not want anything extra. I just want the WordPress install to happen, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on install. So after a few minutes, this website will be installed, and it will tell you that it has completed. So you see the green check mark here, knowing that it's now completed. And then we can now click on the admin panel to access our WordPress site. So I'm going to click on this now, and in a new window, it will log me into WordPress. So this is what WordPress looks like on the back end. So this is the WordPress dashboard. This is what it looks like on the back end once you install a site and you're ready to start building out. So if we go and visit the front end of our website right now, it looks like this. Now I understand this doesn't look very pretty, but this is just the default theme and the default installation for WordPress. We're going to convert this into a beautiful website in the next set of the process. But the first thing that I want to do is I do want to configure and I want to set up my settings in WordPress so that I can have the best site building experience. Okay, so now we're going to set up and configure WordPress. So the first thing we want to do is want to go back to the dashboard. And to do that, you can just hover over the dashboard area right here, and it will take you to the dashboard. So in here, the first thing I want to do is I want to clean up this landing dashboard area. I want to dismiss this. I don't want that there. And then if you click on the screen options here, you can actually toggle on and off the different panels that show up here. So site health status, I can keep that at a glance. I'm going to hide that. Activity, quick draft. These are things that I'm not going to have any need for. All right, great. Now this is all nice and clean. The next place that I want to go is I want to go to Settings. And under Settings, I'm going to go to General. Under General, I'm going to change this to the title of my website, which is CliftonWP Sites. And then I'm going to put a tagline. You can put any tagline you want, but mine is a website for WordPress tutorials. There we go. And then here, down here, I'm going to change this to my own time zone, which is Pacific. So we're going to select Los Angeles here, and then everything here looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and save that. So now I'm done with my general settings. The next thing that I want to do is I want to confirm that my permalinks are clean. So if you go down here to permalinks, you'll see here there are many options for how your website URLs will show up. So some of these initial ones are all numbers. Some of them are numbers and then the name of the page or the post. But if you see here where it says post name, this is already set up to the way that I like it. I like it to be my URL of my website, and then the name of the post or page where that's going. And this is already nice and clean. So if yours is not set up to post name, make sure you select this option here and then click save so that you have clean permalinks. So we're going to go ahead and save that. Then the next thing that we want to do as well is we want to take a look at some of the default information that's added when you install WordPress. If I go to my front page now, right, you can see here that this is all updated for me, but there's a default post here. So what I want to do, go to my dashboard, go to posts, all posts, and there's this hello world. I want to delete that. So move this to trash. So simply by selecting this, drop down, move to trash, or you could hover over the item itself and click on trash and it will put it in the trash for you. Okay, so now that's clean. And I'm also going to go back into the trash and I'm going to click on empty trash to get rid of it forever. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to pages, all pages, and you can see there's some sample pages here as well. I'm going to go ahead and select that and I'm going to click on bulk actions, move to trash, apply, and it's now in the trash. I'm going to go ahead and select trash, empty trash. Excellent. So now I have a completely clean install in terms of my posts and pages. Then there's one more place I want to go. I want to go to our plugins. Here where it says install plugins, I see the SiteGround Optimizer. So this is a plugin that SiteGround installs by default to help you optimize your website. And here's a security plugin as well. I don't want any of these because I'm going to be doing my own. So I'm going to select them all, deactivate these plugins, click apply, select again, bulk, actions, delete, apply, and now these plugins are completely deleted from my website. Okay, so now my website is completely clean and it is fresh and it is now ready for me to start building on. See, here it says nothing here. This is where I wanted to get to. So the next thing that we want to do here is go back to the dashboard, and this part is where we get to start setting up our theme of how we want our website to look, right? So right now, if we go to the website, this current theme, what's controlling this is if you go to dashboard and you go to appearance, themes, you'll see here that we have 3 themes that are installed by default. So this is the active theme right now, and these ones are here inactive. We also want to get rid of these inactive themes. So I'm going to click here on this theme, delete, because we're not using this, and click here, delete. All right, so now we only have 1 theme and the website is now completely clean. The next step of what we're going to do is we're going to now add the theme that we want, and then we're now going to start designing our website and adding functionality to the website. Okay, so let's quickly review where we are in our process. We've purchased our domain and web hosting. We've installed and configured WordPress. Next, we need to install the Kadence theme. So how do we do that? So if you go to the website right now, we currently have the 2021 default WordPress theme installed. This is what ships with WordPress when you do the installation for the first time. Okay, so if you go to the front end of the website, this is what you'll see. We don't want to work with this theme. What we're going to do is going to install our own theme. So we're going to go to Appearance, go to Themes, click on Add New, access the search box and type in Kadence. This is the theme we want to use, the Kadence theme. Now, the Kadence theme is a very robust, free theme that has pretty much everything that you need to be able to build a very beautiful and compelling website with. And you'll see this here in a few moments. So we're going to go ahead and install it and activate it. Our theme is now activated. So if we go to the front end of the website, you can see now this looks vastly different. Okay. Now, the next thing that we want to do is go back to the dashboard, go to Appearance, go to Themes, and we're going to get rid of this theme. We don't want this anymore. Great. So now we've installed the Kadence theme. If we go back to our process, the next step, install the Kadence Starter Templates. Now, Kadence Starter Templates is what's called a plugin. Plugins essentially add additional functionality to your WordPress website. So we're going to go to Plugins, go to Installed Plugins, click on Add New, and in the search box here, we're going to type in Kadence again. When you install the Kadence theme, you'll notice here that it's telling you to install the Kadence Starter Templates, right? So these templates are basically starter websites that you can use as a starting point to build out your website. And even though you can install it from here, I just wanted to show you how to do it by going through the plugin menu. So here's the same exact thing as this is here. We're going to go ahead and click on Install Now, click on Activate, and we now have our Kadence Starter Templates installed. And if we want to access this, we can either click on View Library, or you can go to Appearance, Kadence Starter Templates, okay? So what does this look like? Well, if we go to the front end of our website, you'll notice nothing has still happened here. So it's still pretty much a blank site. So I'm going to go back here, go to Appearance, Kadence, Starter Templates. And these are starter templates that are hosted in the cloud with Kadence that come with this plugin, and most of these are completely free. I know it's unbelievable, but these are some of the most comprehensive, well put together themes that you'll find, and they're offered completely free from Kadence. There is a pro version of this, so if you notice here, this particular template here is a pro version. You would need a pro version of Kadence to be able to get that, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. But for now, we're going to use the free options that they have. And the one I want to install is this one. Okay, every single one of these is going to work with the Gutenberg blog editor. Before we install the theme, I want to go ahead and just do a quick overview of the Gutenberg blog editor so you can understand how these templates work and how you're going to be able to make changes to them once we install them. So I'm going to ignore this for now, and I'm going to just go to Pages. Here at Pages, we're going to click on Add New, and I'm just going to call this Gutenberg Crash Course. Okay, I'm going to use this to teach you about Gutenberg. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and publish this. And now it's published. Okay, so this is the Gutenberg page editor. If we visit this page right now, Okay, this is all that you will see. All right, so this is just a blank page, and this is just pulling a default image from the install Kadence theme that we have. Okay, so now if I go back to edit the page, we can now create anything we want in this page. And the way WordPress works with Gutenberg is that it works by using blocks. So just by clicking here, I can access blocks. And the initial default block that you'll always see is what's called a paragraph block. You'll know that because if you look to the right here, you will see the name of the current block that you're editing. And right here it says paragraph, and I can make different changes to this paragraph block. So let's say I type, this is a paragraph, okay? And I can come here and I can change the size. So if I want, I can make this 24 pixels, which makes the paragraph text larger, okay? If I want to change the color, come here and I can select a color, right? So now this is now orange. And if I update this and view the page, we'll see that this is a paragraph, okay? Now let's go ahead and edit the page again so I can show you the rest of the blocks. You can add any number of blocks to be able to build out your page. And the way to access all the blocks that are available, up here to the left, if you click on this plus sign, you will see all the blocks that are available within this install, okay? And there are a lot of them. So you have a paragraph block, heading blocks, you have code blocks, pull quote blocks, table blocks, image blocks, gallery blocks, cover blocks. And with these blocks, you can use them to create anything that you want. So let's say, for instance, I would like to create just a block of text and a button. So I'm going to go over here, and right here, I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to add a new one. So I can add it from here if I want to, or I can come here, and with this plus sign, I can get an abbreviated section to be able to pull information from. Both of them work. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to create a heading here. So I just want one heading. Let's make this heading an H2. This is a heading. Okay, I can hit enter, and just by typing the slash and a P, I can get access to all the blocks that start with P, right? If I do a slash and a T, I get all the blocks that start with a T, right? So that's pretty cool. But we're not going to do that. I actually want to do this in a clean way. So I'm just going to select the paragraph, come here, and I'm going to type some text. This is a paragraph. Check it out. And then I'm going to hit enter again. And this time I want a button here, right? So I'm going to click here, and I can actually search in here for a button. Click on buttons, add the text to this button. This is a button. And every single one of these I can edit by selecting it. And I have an edit menu right here where I can do different things to it, right? If I want to make this text bold, I just click the bold button here. I can make it italics if I want, or I can also turn it off. All right, so I can select this, and then also here to the right, I can see all the different options that I can apply to this block, right? So right here, I can change the font size, I can change the color, I can change the width settings, I can add a class to it to allow me to be able to do even more customizations if I want. And I can even change the default style. So what if I want this to just be an outline block? I can do that as well. And then this will be now an outline block, right? So let's choose this as an outline. Here we go. So now it's an outline block. Then I can just save my changes, view the page, and now I have a nice little info box right here, okay? So that's how Gutenberg works. Now it's important that I showed this to you because when we do install our templates, the pages and the areas and the sections that you're going to see are going to be created with this Gutenberg block, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and delete all this. Just select them all. Hit delete. And then I'm going to go back to the page and I'm going to move all this to the trash. It is now in the trash, and let's just go ahead and empty our trash. Okay. So now we're going to go to appearance, back to our starter templates. And the one we're going to choose, we can choose any one of these, but I'm going to choose a real estate one. So we're going to select this, and it gives us a preview of what the site is going to look like. So believe it or not, this entire page is built with Gutenberg blocks. Every single one of these is a block. And we'll take a look at each block once we're completed. Okay. And you can also choose a color scheme. So if I want a different color scheme, maybe I like that color scheme or this one. Here's another color scheme, right? You can even change the text. Okay. All right, so I'm going to choose this color scheme. I kind of like this this aqua blue here, teal color. Okay, this looks really good. Look at all the nice little sections. So what I want to do is I want to install this full site. You have the option to install a single page or a full site. We're going to go ahead and choose the full site. So you click there on full site. It's going to say delete previously imported posts and images. Yes, let's go ahead and toggle that on just in case. And then we're going to start importing. Now this will take anywhere from 30 seconds to sometimes it can take a full minute and a half. Okay, now our new site is fully installed. Let's go ahead and view our site. All right, so you can see now we're fully installed. We have a full landing page here with all the sections, and this just looks beautiful. Everything is already in place, ready for you to make your edits. And all you really need to do here is make the changes that you need to fit your brand or to fit your business. And this can be done very, very easily, okay? Let's take a look at the internal pages. So if I go to the services page, I can see all my services already lined up for me. So I can just change this text, change the headings, change the images to my images, and I would have a brand new services page for my business. The about page is also fully completed. There's a full contact page with a contact form. And there's even a blog layout for me, ready for me to post my blogs. All I need to do is replace the information with my own. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, let me show you how to go ahead and make changes to the pages so that it fits your brand. Okay, so how do we customize some of this? Well, there's two things that you want to customize. You want to customize your header. You may want to customize the footer. And of course, you want to customize the content of the page. And that might be content for each page, right? Because each page has its own distinct content. So to go ahead and break this down, I'm going to go ahead and explain how to customize the header, and then we'll work on the body, and then we'll also work on the footer as well so that it matches our brand. So in customizing the header for the Kadence theme, to be able to customize this header, you need to customize the theme itself. And we do that by going to the customizer. So if you go over here to customize, click on customize. And right here, you'll see the header editing section here. And this creates a header builder down here where you can make changes to the header. So you can see here, these are different areas where you can add additional functionality or additional pieces to the areas here. So right now, currently we have a logo, we have a primary navigation, and we have social links. But if I also wanted a button, I can go ahead and pull a button in here, right? So I can just go ahead and grab this, and let's put that button right before the social. And you'll see right now there's now a button there. So you can see how this works. So you can move things around, you can put things in different places to better suit how you want this to be laid out. So I don't really want this button here. I actually like the header the way that it is, but I do want to change the logo. So I can come here and I can click on the cog here to go ahead and make changes to this logo, or I could have gone up here right directly to the logo and clicked on the edit button here to be able to make changes to this logo. So I'm gonna go ahead and click here and I want to upload my own logo. So I'm gonna click on change logo, and the suggested image dimension is 200 by 80 pixels. I don't have that exactly, but that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my own logo, and I have just a logo that I prepared here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there, and now my logo is in there as well. Now it looks a little bit too big for me, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to reduce the width of this logo, bring it down there, right there. Okay, so now I have my own logo, and it's already looking different already. All right, so once I'm done with that, and now we can go ahead and make changes to the footer. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back again, select footer, and down here in the footer, if we look at the footer here, we can change any of this information that we want. So I probably want to change the name, right? So I'm going to go here, click on this widget right here. And the widgets in WordPress are actually built with Gutenberg blocks as well, which is pretty amazing. So now when you click on this, you can put any block in this area, in this widget area anywhere, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click and got it because it's just telling me that. But you can see here, this is just literally editing what you see. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to type in CliftonWP. And in real time, this is now being updated. And I can put whatever description that I want here. If I want to change my office information, I can go ahead and click there and go ahead and put in my address. And also here where it has the social links, each of the social links I can change, and I can add additional ones if I want to. Okay, but these all look fine. So I'm just going to leave that exactly like that. I've already made the changes that I want. What about down here? So down here in this lower footer area, this is the copyright area. So I can change that here, or I can come here and click on the edit key. It takes me directly there, and I can change this to whatever I want, right? So I can say right here it says copyright CliftonWP sites, WordPress theme by Kadence WP. What if I don't want it to say that? So I might want it to say CliftonWP. And that's all the changes that I want to make there. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this, and we are now good here. Now, what about making changes to the body of the website? So that's the next thing that we're going to do here as well. So to be able to do that, just go up here and click on Edit Page, and the page will now open in edit mode. So when we get back here, we are now in the editing section of the site. So everything here is now ready to be edited with Gutenberg. So Gutenberg, again, remember this is the block editor for WordPress. Okay, so now we can actually look and see all the different blocks that were used to create the page. This is actually pretty amazing, right? So anytime you click on anywhere, we can make any changes that we want to any of these, literally as you're looking at it. So I can go ahead and highlight this and change this to CliftonWP. I can make changes here. I can change this image. If I don't want this to be the image, I can go into the media library and upload a new image. See if I have an image available. Here we go. Click on add to gallery, update gallery, and now my image is in that place. And here where it says featured properties, maybe I want to say featured services, or what if this were a rental property? I could say featured rentals, anything that you want, right? So we can make changes to all of this information. Every single one of these is a block. And if you want to know which block it is, just simply click on it, look to the right here, and it'll tell you what kind of block it is, and you'll see all the style settings for that block. So you can literally move through this and start making changes to the different sections as it pertains to your brand. And pretty soon you'll notice that you'll have pretty nice looking website, and you'll be well ahead, saving a ton of time in developing your site, right? So, and what if you want to duplicate a section? What if you have more services than are listed here? You can go ahead and just select the block here, click on the three little dots over here, select duplicate, and immediately you now have extra services for you to go ahead and change and add the correct information to. Okay. Now, one of the things you may notice with Gutenberg is that clicking and selecting all this information sometimes can be a little bit challenging. So you may try to select one thing and you might not know where you are. What if you want to select this back portion and so on, and then get access to it? So one of the things I want to show you is up here where you sort of see these three little offset dashes that look like stairs. If you click on them, it actually will show you every single layout and the way this is actually laid out from the top to the bottom, and you can select each one. So if I select this row, then it's telling me I've now selected the top row. Then I can select the section inside of it. I can select that heading right there. I can select additional headings. I can select the button, and as you move through the website, it actually shows you where you are. So this is how you build a website fairly quickly using WordPress and the default Gutenberg editor. All you need is a theme. The Kadence theme works beautifully for this. If we can go ahead and close this, works beautifully for this. I'm going to go ahead and update this, update my changes, click on view page, and you can see your changes are shown to you in real time. And you can just progress through each page, making the changes as you go. Okay. Congratulations on putting together your first website. If you followed along by now, you should have a full-blown website that is ready for you to make edits and for you to make changes to, simply just using WordPress, the Gutenberg editor, and the Kadence theme. And if you notice, most of everything that we use here, pretty much 100% of everything we use is free, except for your domain and your hosting. But the actual tools to put together the website was free. Now, there are links to the pro versions of everything that I've used in the website. And in future tutorials, we're going to be talking about the pro capabilities of the Kadence theme and Gutenberg as well. And then we're also going to be talking about building a website from scratch. So if you notice, this website was installed from a template, and then we're making changes to the template. You can build your own templates and your own websites from scratch, starting with a completely blank canvas, and we're going to be going over how to do that in our future tutorials. Hey, if you like this tutorial, please go ahead and support the channel by subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified for the next tutorials that we release on the channel. And also, if you have any questions or you have any comments, go ahead and leave a comment below. And don't hesitate to smash that like button if you like that tutorial. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.